Live just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He'll get this into the hands of Byrd. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
To Damiere Byrd. A gain of 13 yards. And a Raven first down.
Ready. Now the look. Watching your guy. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll run on first down. Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On second and 12, Haskins. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now Haskins, third and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Jaguars will take over at their 20-yard line.
Set. Ready. 70 ending. All right. Here we go. Let's roll. Left. Hey, let's get through. Zoom. 3. Alert 3.
Murray now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. On second down, it's Pollard. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Hey, check. Mike 20.
Throwing now is Murray. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, And he's brought down. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that 3rd element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Let's go, defense.
On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Hines. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Now Haskins to throw it. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
And a Raven 1st down.
On 1st down, Hines. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Hines.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
4th down, here's Haskins. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's Murray from midfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
A loss of 16 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Watch it.
On second down now. Pollard, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buddy up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Now it's Haskins. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Murray. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Mike, 57. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Hey. Yo, 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And his kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. It's our field. It's our field.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Flush to his right. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Stay with your man. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Come on.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 45. 20. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's Haskins to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Ravens take over. Let's go, let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington or Rex Grossman.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's second and 20. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Forced out to his left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Murray with a third and long. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Noah Fant, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out, though.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. He chucks him, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now as a quarterback, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. On first down, Pollard. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go play action here on first down. This is the tight end Fant. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Noah Fant, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. To throw again on second down. Haskins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Haskins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. I'm trying to collect.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Haskins. Throw caught here by Bird. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jeremiah Tauchu. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
In your face.
On play action, it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being balled.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Looking to throw, Haskins. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Here comes Grant on the return.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins, complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Baltimore.
From midfield now, Haskins. That one complete. He finds Shark. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Haskins going to throw again. Shark's got it, left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Haskins on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Hayward. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
2nd and 10 now, Haskins. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14.
A gain of 14. First down, Ravens.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 5. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And now look at him go. And they finally get him down as he takes it up to the 44. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll run on 1st down. Grant. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got Smith here. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. So that'll get him the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Watch the whip. Watch the whip.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what,